Hey, what's up guys? Houston here. Look, if you're thinking about starting your own business, well, I'm going to tell you, you may want to consider buying a business. And here's the reason why. If you buy a business, because it already has established clientele versus you trying to warm up the market, it'll make it much easier for you to raise capital. Also, that business may also be profitable starting out, and so that way when you're taking out like a line of credit or a credit card or something like that to buy this business, then you don't have to worry about trying to raise money to keep on paying this line of credit back because the business is already profitable. That being said, we're going to talk about some of the best places to buy a business. Now, the first one, we'll talk about BizBySale. Now, I like this. The reason I like it is because you can go by state, listing the type of businesses, how much you want to pay for businesses. So if you're looking at, say, like for a franchise or non-franchise, these are the type of place you want to go to. Like I would say, if I was looking to buy a business, I'm going to be trying to look for one that's the most lucrative and the cheapest. And so like buying out a handyman business, again, if you're good as a handyman or something like that, that's definitely a very good lucrative business. We're going to talk about online businesses in a minute. Now, if you have a green thumb, you like horticulture, you like dealing with plants and stuff like that, buying a farmland type of business is definitely very lucrative. It can be very lucrative. Now, also in terms of the type of businesses, there was one, they actually had like commercial cleaning. This is an easy business. This is an easy business to grow and scale at that, all right? As a matter of fact, here, they even selling a laundromat. So laundromats is an easy, profitable, scalable business also, right? Because not only the machines, but you can actually sell them the products. Plus, you can sell other things within that laundromat as well. Now, let's look at another lender. So, not a lender, but another place to buy businesses is BizQuest. BizQuest, they offer different types of businesses as well. Like I said, I'm just picking California because, of course, I'm in California. So that's the reason I'm picking California. But as you can see, they do wholesale, retail type of products and stuff like this. It's a great opportunity. Again, instead of you trying to start up your own business, if I were you, if I raised enough capital, I'd probably seriously consider buying a business, all right? So even like this website, it has some great opportunities. These are online businesses they have for sale. But again, like I said, you may be not wanting to spend that much. You may want to start from the minimum and going up to $50,000. That's where I would start at. I wouldn't pay no more than that, depending on the type of business. If I want something that I know that I can just flip real quick or something like that, then that's where I'm gonna start at. Also, you have businessbroker.net. Now, with businessbroker.net, it tells you you can find a business brand, or you can find a broker that will help you find the right type of business. And again, you choosing where you actually, how much you want to pay for that business. Let's go to another state. Say that you in Arkansas, looking around, seeing what's in Arkansas, right? And here's some business that are here. So just giving you some ideas of, there's definitely side business, low maintenance, those type of businesses. And not only are you able to get like this funding to buy these businesses, but also like business grants also as well. So you have another one here. You have a business for sale that offers different businesses. Then of course you have a LoopNet. Now LoopNet not only sells businesses, it also sells like real estate. So you can buy a business as well as buying a piece of real estate as well. So that's definitely a great resource. Now, in terms of where do you start at to get the funding? Well, One of the easier places I would say is BCU, Baxter Credit Union. Okay, now I told you many times in terms of with Baxter Credit Union that they offer business credit cards and business lines of credit. The application process is kind of lengthy, but here's the cool part about Baxter Credit Union. Because they actually use a Vantage score, your Vantage Union score. So that's the reason that I like them, because instead of using the FICO score, they use the Vantage score. So like when you go to Credit Karma and things of that nature, that's where you can get your Vantage score. Even like American Express, they'll give you a Vantage score for free without even having an account. Okay? And then, of course, you would have to, the way you want to join Baxter Credit Unions through employment, community charter, family, or Life Money U organization that charges $5, but they will actually waive it. Now, that is DreamSpring. Now, with DreamSpring, they want you to have at least a 620 credit score, but at the same time of that 620 credit score, this is what happens is that I wouldn't go for their loans, okay? Granted, their loans may have an interest rate much cheaper, but I would go for the line of credit. Always go for the revolving line of credit. I don't care if it's on a business credit card with other banks or whatever. Go for the line of credit. Now, the loans will give you a lot more money. Lines of credit will give you up to $50,000, but at the same time, they do pull FICO 9. It is through Upstart. So you get the loans through Upstart. Now, the only thing about it with DreamSpring, it reports on the business side and the personal side. So you must remember that. All right. Going after the American Express business credit cards is probably one of the easiest ways to get funding. American Express, they do pre-qualify and pre-approval now. Okay, so you can apply pre-approval, test out a pre-approval to see if you qualify for one of their business credit cards and stuff. Now, I know a lot of people would want the business platinum card or the business gold card. However, when you're buying a business, I would not use one of these here cards because they are charge cards, okay? Now, they do allow you to set a set limit. Once you know what your maximum is on this charge card, people say, well, there is no limit. That's not true. Everybody has a certain limit that American Express allows. So once you know that actual set limit on this here card or whatever, then you can set it up to where you're able to spend that amount up to that month. And they'll make it into almost like a revolving account on that one. However, I would not go for those cards. These are the two cards I would go for, the Blue Business Cash or the Blue Plus. The reason is because it's zero interest on business purchases for 12 months. Granted, depending on how much they're giving you. Also, if you already have an existing credit card with them, they may not even do a hard pull in order to approve you for this here card as well. Okay, but the reason that I like it is because it's zero interest for 12 months. So even if you maxed out the card on the purchase, then you definitely wouldn't be paying any interest for 12 months. So that'll save you a lot of money, especially when you're buying a new business. Talk about business credit card to help you buy your business is with the BMO Harris. Now with the BMO Harris, they pull TransUnion. Okay, TransUnion FICO 8. Now, the reason I like them is because they have a credit card that's 18 months on zero interest for 18 months on purchases and 18 months zero interest on balance transfers. Okay, and it's not geo, right? And they're not inquiry sensitive. So what that means is, I always tell you a danger zone with inquiries is between 6 to 8 inquiries per credit bureau, but they're not inquiry sensitive. So you still may have a chance of getting this here card to help you. Next credit card that I would definitely tell you to look at is US Bank. Now, US Bank is a FICO 9. Okay, it's a TransUnion FICO 9 usually. Sometimes they may pull an Equifax, but 90% of the time they're going to pull a TransUnion FICO 9. Now, the interesting thing about this, US Bank, they have two credit cards that I would definitely tell you to look at. And that's the U.S. Bank Triple Cash Rewards Visa, because they give you 15 months of zero interest on purchases and balance transfers. And then they have the U.S. Bank Platinum Card, Business Platinum Card, with zero intro for 18 months on balance transfers and purchases. So those would be my top two cards that I would actually take a look at and go after. And the good thing about U.S. Bank, every 6 months, if you're utilizing the card, paying it down, utilizing the card, paying it down like you're supposed to, every 6 months, they're going to increase the limit anyway. So even if they start you at 25 on this here Triple Cash business card and then 25 on the platinum, and yes, you can get both at the same time. Yes, you can out for the same company. Yes, you could. So I know some people may have that question, or you could use two separate companies to get both of these cards. That being said, again, every 6 months, they're going to increase your limits on these cards. So 25 from one and 25 from the other, and then plus every 6 months, they'll do a credit line increase on it. And again, you may ask for a business line of credit also, but here's the interesting thing about the business line of credit. They may just offer you a 0% extension on your credit cards and stuff like that as well. So if they offer you a 0% interest on the credit cards and increase it, I would keep those versus the credit card is talking about Citizens Bank. Now with Citizens Bank, we know that they pull Equifax, okay? And with that being said, they have a 0% interest for 12 months, all right? Now again, you're saving money, so the Business Platinum credit card for 12 months is the one you want. They do have the business everyday points, but I don't trip off of the points. I don't want that. I want something where I'm not paying any interest as long as possible. So this here Citizens Bank Business Platinum credit card is definitely where I would start at, all right? Another credit card I would definitely tell you guys you want to look at is through Connectus Credit Union. However, you do not actually have to join Connectus in order to get access to this business credit card. And this is the Connectus Business Platinum credit card, all right? Now, it's issued through Elan Financial. And Elan Financial, being a sister company of U.S. Bank, they're offering this here card. And plus, the intro is, as you can see here, is 18 months on this here card. 18 months. So being able to say that you were to get the U.S. Bank card, the two U.S. Bank cards for $25,000 a piece, that's $50,000. Plus, you're able to go over to Elan Financial and get another $20,000. That's $75,000 you will have to be able to work with. And with Elan Financial, they're not as inquiry sensitive as with U.S. Bank. All right. So when you're trying to consider starting up a business, you may want to think about actually buying a business because you have established clientele. You have revenue coming into the business. People already know the business model. So it'll probably make much sense and give you the opportunity to scale up much faster versus you starting from the bottom. So if you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.